And hey guys, welcome back to the Northeast Florida fishing forecast, surf fishing. As you can see, the King of the Hill tournament is this weekend, Saturday. Check-ins at 7. You can fish till noon. You need to be in the line to weigh in at noon, so don't forget about it, guys. Lots of great prizes, and the money and proceeds go to a couple of great charities, guys. As far as fishing right now, Thursday, the water was extremely clean, crystal clear. Clean water don't always mean fish, though. There were Spanish caught today, reds, trout, flounder up and down the Northeast Florida area, but nothing in great numbers. Sometimes you got to look at what's going on. We got a full moon. We got bluebird skies, as I call them. The pressure was fairly high and clean water. Now, that doesn't always make for good fishing, guys, especially this time of year. As you can see, they're adding on a new section of the pier, so they're moving right along. They were banging the pilings, and man, it sounded like a shotgun going off every 2 or 3 seconds, real loud. That can't be good for the fishing next to the pier. But hopefully with this full moon, it'll get out of here sooner than later, and the fishing will resume. A lot of older fishermen, and myself included, we use the believe that with the full moon and clean water, a lot of the fish feed at night, and so during the day they're not quite as hungry. But that could be just the old fisherman's tale. Who really knows? As you can see from the beach shot I just took, Jack's Beach right now, guys, is extremely flat. So at high tide, it's just not good for fishing. There's no cuts or sloughs right now. If you head to Neptune and Atlantic north of Jack's Beach, there are a few more troughs to fish. So at high tide, you can actually find a decent spot to fish. Hopefully that helps out. The winds for Friday, you're looking at northwest 8 to 10 in the morning, switching over to the northeast 10 to 15 in the afternoon. Surf 2 to 3 foot. You got a high tide at 9:10 in the morning and a low at 3:28 in the afternoon. Saturday, the day of the tournament, northeast 15 to 20. That wind always knows when to come when there's a tournament. Surf 3 to 5 foot. You got a high at 9:47 in the morning and a low at 4:06 in the afternoon. On Sunday, we got northwest to northeast 10 to 20 with surf 3 to 4 foot. Sunday's interesting. The wind forecast is all over the place, so the chances of rain, I think I saw 80%. So obviously we got the system moving in, and the wind's going to be all over. But you got a high tide at 10:24 in the morning and a low at 4:42 in the afternoon. If I had to pick a choice of the 3 days to fish, Friday would be that day with the winds not as strong, because on Saturday the surf will be picking up. If you get out and fish early on Saturday, you will be better off before the surf really picks up and the current gets going. If you want to stay off the beach but close to the beach, hit the inlets, guys. You got like Volano, Fort Clinch, Amelia Island, Nassau, Huguenot. All of these places where there's rocks are holding fish, and it'll get you off of the beach where it's been slow. On our Facebook page, we had several great reports today, well detailed. The only thing that was missing was actual fish. A lot of people went out there for numerous hours and never had a bite through all the baits. So right now we're in a little bit of a period. It's clean water. Although it's beautiful to look at, the fish just aren't biting. Very few fish. But that will change. The full moon will get out of here, and fish will get back to feeding. But until then, I would recommend fishing the inlets, guys. Right now, the reds, trout, flounder, and Spanish are going after the mullet big time. And don't forget to use the Carolina rig on the mullet. That's what I've been using. And in this video, I show you how I hook it and the bait setup I'm using to keep them alive. And if you want to go after the Pompano, fish bites, guys. Fish bites, fresh shrimp, and sand fleas. Right now, the sand fleas this week, very slow on the bite with the sand fleas. They are there, so if you have time, freeze some more up, because before long they won't be there and the fish will still be looking for them. So get all that lined up. The fresh shrimp, Got a lot of good reports this week that the Pompano have been hitting the fresh shrimp and the fish bites better than the sand fleas and clam. So always bring an assortment of baits, guys. The fish are like us. We like to eat different each day, so don't forget that. The Spanish, I would free line the finger mullet if you can. Throw a gotcha or spoons. They like anything flashing. Trout, they'll still hit a float rig. There are a lot of other trash fish around. The mullet are pretty easy to catch right now. First thing in the morning, they're in very shallow. You'll see I have a little clip. When the water's super clear, guys, these mullet, they usually go about knee to waist deep. So just go in the water. That's what you got to do. And walk north very slowly. The mullet are headed south this time of year. So you walk north slowly, and they'll usually come right in front of you, and then bam, nail them. And don't overfill your bucket or you'll end up with more dead mullet than live mullet. Keep watching. I got a few other clips on here of what went on today.
So that's the size mullet I like to use. You know, 3 or 4 inches. Throw back all the bigger ones when I'm targeting trout, flounder, and reds. 1.5 ounces, 20-pound leader. About 8 inches and a number 2 wide bend. It's my go-to rig, guys. Catch a lot of fish on it. Real simple. I travel light. I carry a little bag of tackle. That's all I ever need when I'm fishing the beach. And this is what I use to keep them alive. Got dual pumps going. And they're in there nice and frisky. Put about 15 at a time. Don't want to overcrowd them or else they get stressed and die. But they're just chilling in there. And everything's eating them right now. So hopefully y'all get a chance to get out there and fish.
And don't forget to join our Facebook page, Broken Reel 23. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube page. We have several reports daily on our Facebook page of what's biting in the area. So if you haven't done so, join and add some input. We'd love to hear what you're catching and how you're catching it, and you'll see what everybody else is catching. Hope everyone has a great weekend and catches some fish. And until next time, guys, tight lines.